So the big question you all want to know, is there going to be a Piggy 2? And the answer is yes. What's going on, guys? My name's Anthony, or Big B Stats, and today I want to talk to you guys about Piggy 2 and everything we know about it thus far. I'm also going to be sharing my predictions with Piggy 2 and suggestions as well. I would also love to hear what you think about Piggy 2 too, so make sure to comment them down below. Also, if you do enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like and share it. It is much appreciated and shows your support. Lets me know that you guys also enjoy Piggy as well. And if you want to show your further support, you can always use star code Big B2 when purchasing Robux. I really appreciate it. But with that being said, let's talk about Piggy 2. So I'm super excited to talk about today's video because at some point I didn't know if we were actually going to get here, and that is talking about Piggy 2. Now, if I rewind back to when Minitoon originally was asked about what is he going to do after Piggy, and it was pretty much depending on, he said, what people want. If they want more, then he would actually create more. Now, I think if no one enjoyed Piggy like towards the end, I'm not sure he would create more, but it seems everyone loves it. I love it. You guys enjoy it, and I think we're really looking forward to see what's next with Piggy. But right now it is over. It's ended with chapter 12 at least. Now we are getting a brand new game mode, which is going to be coming sometime in June. He stated in an interview with Ant, and what also he talked about as well is Piggy 2. So he was asked if Piggy 2 will be coming out, or is there a plan for Piggy 2, and he definitely said yes. So it's not 100% confirmed as far as a release date or anything like that, but Piggy 2 will be in the making at some point. There's also been some tweets out by IKEAs. If you don't know, these are two people that work on Piggy. I believe they just got someone new on the team as well. But there's been a tweet out by IKEAs, and she's been saying things about Piggy 2. Like, one thing was also saying that, you know, if there was a Piggy 2, what map ideas would you want? I've also added my ideas to this. I thought like an aquarium or something like a swimming would be also really cool. Like having a map that you can maybe swim on would be cool, just like another mechanic or so. And there was also a tweet out by Minitoon. This was back in May as well. And he said if his tweet got 125k likes on the comment, he'll start brainstorming a story. A high goal, but it's only if people really want it. So if you do have a Twitter, and if you want to like this tweet as well, it's in his replies. I'll probably retweet it on my Twitter. So if you want to go ahead and also give me a follow as well, that's much appreciated. Keeps you guys up to date as well. And yeah, if that hits 125k likes, he's going to start brainstorming. But I definitely think it's in the works for sure, at least in his brain for sure. And he also stated that he already kind of figures out, like he already may know how it may end, but it's the thing of just figuring out how to start it and how to end it, basically on how he kind of comes up with the stories. But any other character that we don't know things on and all these unanswered questions, he already knows about these characters. Like he knows, you know, there's only two people that know what TSP actually means, and that is IKEAs and Minitoon. Not sure if it's going to be also the new person that comes in on the team as well, but they definitely know what TSP means, because we finished all chapters and we have no idea what TSP means. And I'm kind of glad of that, because we only got introduced to TSP in chapter 8. So I'm really glad that we don't know exactly what TSP stands for, because it might be something bigger than what we think it is. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a group. We'll just have to see. But I want to share some of my predictions on what I think about Piggy 2 as well. Some things maybe I would like to personally see. Now, I think that we would see, like if we take on how chapter 12 ended, I'm going to talk a little bit about good, bad, and true. So good ending, you go back with Zizzy and Pony and George, and you all want to look for a cure. So that would be one path that can be taken. So you can go and look for a cure, and while you're looking for a cure, of course, you bump into new affected characters, and it has new storylines basically, and it kind of leads you to something bigger than Mr. P. So I think TSP is definitely bigger than Mr. P. I feel like as far as Mr. P, I don't think we're over with this, but I would love to see, you know, I think it would be a break between Mr. P. Like Mr. P could maybe do a comeback at some point, like I think, or we could do a flashback of what it was like before the infection. Imagine like that, like an episode, like a flashback episode would be really cool if you wanted to add context or anything like that. Kind of like how he did distorted memory in a way, but it would be pertaining to what has actually happened, not necessarily a dream. So let's say he wanted to do a flashback episode of Bunny. that would be really cool to see, and I think that's something that a lot of people would love to see that as well. And you're kind of playing as Bunny, and let's say you're playing as Bunny and Mr. P. Who knows? That will be also quite cool as well. And maybe you're on like one of the journeys or task or something with them. But not just a flashback episode, again, seeing another villain. So I think the lead up to this was Mr. P, finally meeting Mr. P, and I think we definitely hit that build point around chapter 11 when we did finally meet Mr. P, and then it was almost like the ending there. With the bad ending, of course, you got stopped by Badgie, like Badgie infects you and you're infected, which I don't know where it could actually lead off of that. I think it definitely leads more to another story when it goes based off of the good ending, so it definitely leads you away to where, you know, more can be told. Now, we won't be getting like a chapter 13, so I think if they were to do this, I don't think it would be a separate game. I think that would be a bit much to make a Piggy 2, but maybe it could be something within the game that allows you to kind of just advance on to the next, you know, kind of maps, shall I say, and it kind of just, maybe it like resets another chapter 1, like you go over and maybe the audience can choose whether to play Piggy 2, or the player can choose, you know, chapters 1 through 12, Piggy 1, or Piggy 2, chapters 1 and the new ones. But yeah, backstories I would love to see, and a new villain. Again, not just Mr. P, and Mr. P can again maybe make a return later in the series, but maybe this will be the build up, the chase to find out who TSP actually is by the end of Piggy 2. That would be really awesome to see. And there's so much, and again, map suggestions as well. Let's say he decides to go, or they decide to go on the chapters base. Like, let's say we get another 12 chapters, let's say. What if we have chapters, you know, as a graveyard or an airport? You know, things like this would be really, really cool. And I really look forward to it. I really love the chapter-based things because it also leaves room for predictions and theories. I think everyone really enjoyed that, including myself. And it was just a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun going through it, but I do want to let you know that Piggy 2 will be coming out at some point. Again, there is no release date for this at all, so who knows when it will be coming out, but I really look forward to it. Hopefully it's not like a super long gap in between, especially being that so many people are really interested in Piggy. But Minitoon definitely deserves a break, as it's just been unbelievable the amount of work I think him and just the team have been putting into it, IKEA's as well, and it's definitely worth whatever time they take off to actually before they come back. I know they're working on a new game mode as well, which I'll be bringing you guys, covering up some stuff on the new game mode 2, which is expected to release sometime in June, maybe middle of June. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Again, I think either you have, you know, not chapter 2, but Piggy 2, you searching for the cure because you're still looking for it, so maybe you go on an adventure and again you bump into these new infected characters, or let's say that it goes down the route of, you know, looking for Mrs. P. Maybe you get some new members on the team, or you all kind of just split up and go on your own journey at least. But if it had to pick up where it left off, which I don't know if it will pick up exactly where it left off, we'll have to see how much time actually passes by in between this point, because there's also some time frames too in the series where it's like, okay, 4 weeks and a week, like what was that time frame, like in the forest, for example. So I'm thinking that it will pick up later on, not directly after, but there'll be some time on, and maybe they'll have some stories about what happened in chapter 12. And then there's going to be some kind of, you know, of course, an introduction to a character, whether that's going to be a new character or something like that. And you're going to have to, of course, go down this path to figure out who this is. And yeah, kind of like a good roller coaster of emotions. And I think they definitely did such a good job on Piggy with that one, whether it was, you know, good, sad, happy, scary at points. And again, they really hit all of those buttons. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Again, I would love to hear your thoughts on Piggy 2. Where do you see this even picking up off? Like, where do you see this picking up at least? Let's say if you had to pick up from chapter 12, how would you say let's say a new chapter 1 would start? But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and share it. Also, feel free to subscribe for more if you're new. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading all your comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!